Hey, what is up, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another episode of Top 3 Tips of the Week. As the name suggests, this is a video series in which I break down 3 tips each week to hopefully help assist you in your game. If you want to get involved, please submit all of your tips and tricks to my Discord, include pictures, videos, anything you have, and hopefully it'll make it into a future episode. The link is going to be down in the description below. Without any further ado, let's go ahead and jump straight into tip number 1. In the freezer upstairs on the map Kafe, I'm going to open this wall just so you can see exactly where we are, but the white stairs that's over there are usually a way that you will find attackers can push up. As a defender, if you're playing in the freezer and you've got this rotation open, you can open this section of floor just here and get a really cheeky line of sight down onto it. This can be really handy for either shooting people as they come up the stairs and they're not expecting it, or alternatively just keeping an eye on anyone that may be pushing from that way. By getting that split-second advantage, you know that they're going to be coming up there and you can do something about it. Now, the really good thing about this is the angles that you can get. If someone is going slowly, you are easily going to take them out with a really cheeky headshot. You can see that I was lying down and trying to find the best ways to get angles, and some of the distances back down the stairs that you can get shots onto, it was quite surprising at how far back the shots went. I mean, as you saw, those last 2 bullet holes are on the left here. You can't even see the hole from there. By the time you've stuck your head up here, it just gets taken off if you're going slowly. So this can be really handy for stopping those ash rushes and keeping an eye on what's going on the map without overexposing yourself. Now, I did get this tip from a Macie Jay video in which he absolutely wrecked someone coming up these stairs, and I was gobsmacked. I've never ever thought to use this angle in this way. When you are opening this section of the floor, the only parts you really need to take out are the very left-hand section that I'm just shooting here, this next one, and maybe the one just to the right of that as well. One shotgun shell or, a couple of shotgun rounds into this is easily going to do it for you. You could use an impact grenade. I don't think you're going to really need to. I think that's kind of overkill. But, use whatever you've got at the time. By sitting further back in the actual freezer, you can get the shots onto that area. I hit the railing with the majority of these ones, but you are actually protected from the skylight, so you don't have to worry too much about that. And you can just wait until people push further up the stairs. If you move too far forward, then you're in the way of the skylight, so just be careful of it. Now, this doesn't have to work for just the top floor. Anyone that is pushing this fireplace room, this dining area, you can take them out from there. If Thermite is trying to open the wall, you can be above keeping an eye on it. It's really handy and hopefully something you can incorporate into your game. For tip number 2, we are going to head on over to Clubhouse. This is going to be a mirror defensive setup, and it's just going to showcase some lines of sight that you can create. By opening the walls between the gym and the master bedroom, if you're defending these bomb sites, you can cover all of this from one single spot. By going into the logistics office just behind the bedroom and putting a mirror window on the soft wall in this little area here, you can create a really nice line of sight to both windows. Now, I'm going to show you this one on the gym window. I'll shotgun it open so you get a clear line of sight. It doesn't hurt to do this in game, putting a couple of shotgun rounds to the side just so you can clearly see what you're shooting at. But it will happen naturally throughout the game as soon as you start shooting and pre-firing anyway. As you can see, I can look all the way through to the gym and keep a really good eye on that window. And there's not a massive amount that anyone's going to really be able to do unless they've got ash breaching rounds. But you pair up with a Jaeger or someone, by the time someone gets to here to actually put a breaching round in there, they're 9 times out of 10 going to be dead. You get a really long line of sight. And you can also look onto this window just here, which is actually in the master bedroom itself. By placing the mirror window in the middle of the wall, you get left and right aspects, so you don't just keep an eye on one single window. You can literally look over the entire site, whether it's the doorway from construction if someone pushes in there. You've got both windows, you can keep an eye on the gym. It's really nice, and you are quite well protected from that window just there because you've got the bed there with the metal behind it. Now, as you can clearly see here, I was doing more of a kneeling trick. If you put this lower down, you can do it going from below and standing up and just sort of appear over the top of the mirror window, surprising people. One thing that I know that some people may say is that the logistics hatch is just behind you. You've got to be careful of that. Yes, you do, but that's where this comes in handy. A pre-placed nitro underneath the floor downstairs in the kitchen can be a godsend if you're playing this spot. Obviously, a Jaeger device or 2 isn't going to hurt either, but if anyone drops the hatch and you hear them hit the floor, just blow that up and you're fairly safe. Tip number 3 is going to be a Val Cam spot. Now, I know a lot of people will probably know this one, but it's one that I really like using at the minute. On Chalet, if you're outside the library, opening this window just here in the roof, you can throw a Val Cam out at an angle and actually land it onto this chimney. It gives you an incredible view over the entire west main entrance. You can see anyone that's pushing up, and if you're defending the kitchen, this can actually be really, really handy to just gather information on where everyone's coming from, and it can also let you know whether to spawn peek or not. Now all you're going to do is stand under this beam, look up right into the middle of this window, and the Val Cam's going to easily go onto the actual chimney itself. As you can see, this one landed quite high up, the one just below is a little bit lower down. But as long as you land it on the chimney, you're onto a winner. Anyone pushing the car garage, if you're defending downstairs, you can see them on this. That can give you an early warning notifier. Or alternatively, even if they're all the way back by these black vans, you can still see them. This could be really, really handy. Now, as you can see, the lower one can actually see a little bit further back. You don't get much choice as to how far you're going to get the camera up the chimney. You can practice with it a bit, but you can see really, really far back. I can't even see the left-hand side of that chimney. As I said, some of you will probably already know that one, but, you know, hopefully it helps out others that don't. I'm afraid that's all for this week. Hopefully you enjoyed this video, and fingers crossed it can assist you in some way, shape, or form. Let me know which tip was your favourite down in the comments below by letting me know the number that was on screen during the tip, 1, 2, or 3. As I said at the beginning, if you've got any yourself, chuck them over on my Discord, and I'll potentially include them next week. If you don't already, make sure to follow me on Twitter, and if you want to keep up with all things Rainbow Six, make sure to subscribe and hit that little bell notification, because YouTube, yet again, has been playing up quite a lot for a lot of people. Anyway guys, until next time, stay reckless and relentless.